Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Oliver Joyce from Whiskeybarrel Studios, and welcome to 2024. A little late for saying that, we're 11 days in now, but hey, look, I'm back at the Forge, for the year. How was your break? Mine was relaxing. Well, as relaxing as you can have a break with you got a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old who have just asserting their independence and fighting with each other a lot. But we had a good time. We went to the beach. We bought a big Ninjago set, and we were building this cool Lego Ninjago thing. I introduced my kids to the Star Wars movies, which was a pretty epic moment for me as a bit of a geeky dad. I got some cool toys as well. I got this, first of all, it's plugged in because I'm charging up, but I got this thing called a Power Kitty. And that's a retro device that you see here. This thing plays all your old school ROMs, all your old Amiga, Neo Geo, arcade, PlayStation, what's that one? Commodore 64. This is a really cool emulation device for playing classic arcade games and games from many years ago, and I got that for Christmas, and that was really cool. I also got this excellent book. It's called Doom Guy, about John Romero, one of the creative forces behind Doom. And I knew a fair bit about his story, but I didn't know about his background and the challenging upbringing he faced. I also didn't know what an amazing programmer he was. I always just assumed he was the creative guy who knew a bit of coding and so on, and Carmack was the programming genius behind it. But Romero was no slouch. This book is, if you're a game developer, a game designer, or even just a programmer in general, get a copy of this book and just read through it, because it goes through in great detail a lot of cool little things that you might not have known about the technical aspects of making games in those early days. And, I always knew this, but we've got it good right now with Godot and Unity and Unreal and all these engines. They had to do things the hard way back then, making games using assembler and machine code and punch cards and the rest. And, in this book, he explains how, even getting scrolling, like horizontal scrolling on a playing field, was something you hadn't seen on a PC before until John Carmack came up with it. And really good read. I'm only about a third of the way through right now, but I highly recommend it. So yeah, that was my Christmas. Anyway, good video. I'll see you later. But I'm kidding. I also got this giant water bottle. This is like it's like one of those Tesla Cybertrucks of water bottles. Stay hydrated. It's actually really good. It's you're lifting weights while you drink. So 2024. The plan for this year is, of course, mainly Gorgon Shield. I had originally planned to launch the game in sort of April, May, and have it as part of the February Next Fest. However, things have changed. I'm pushing the development back until probably July. I'm going to make the game part of the June Next Fest. And what's the reason for this? Well, I've been talking with my publisher at Two Left Thumbs. We've come up with a few really interesting ways we're going to change the game up, make it a lot more random, a lot more replayable, and a lot more innovative each time you play it. And these changes will, of course, take time to implement. And you're going to see some of them in this upcoming video that I'm about to show you with some gameplay. But there are other changes to streamline how the leveling up system works, how loot will be in the game, randomization of levels and placement of things, and skills, and just your experience is going to be a tighter and more unpredictable and ultimately more fun one. And so these changes and a later deadline just allow me that extra bit of breathing room to really make the game as good as I think it can be. And I also have some other projects in the pipeline for 2024, a freelance game that I'm working on with my business partner at eGames, Gladiator related, not Sword and Sandals, but something that fans of Sword and Sandals may just enjoy. Stay tuned for that. I'm not starting on that until at least middle of the year. And I've had like a ton of crazy ideas for games over the break. You would not believe how many games I've sort of thought about and came in this year, out the other year, and like, oh, this could be good. Still yet to settle on one, but whichever one it is, I think it's going to be fun, because some of the ones I've shortlisted on my head are, I think, still quite retro in how they play, but something I think you guys will enjoy. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the second half of this year because Gorgon Shield has been a great adventure to work on, but I'm also looking forward to getting out the door and starting on the next one because it will be just over a year by the time I launch the game. Now, before I show you the latest bit of gameplay from Gorgon Shield, because I have been working on it this week. I did some work this week, and I snuck a little bit on the in the holiday break. ABC, always be coding if you really want to get your indie dev dream up off the ground. But I just want to give a quick shout out to my Patreon supporters: Kyle Silensky, Cavity Number 1, Dane Simuno, Daniel Funches, Brandon K, Nua Godejan, X Up Omega, Jeff of Hex 3D, Hopeless, Lewis Fugel, Milos Kizowski, and Valenwed. And I do apologize for butchering your names. And welcome to Valenwed, the latest member of our humble band of brothers here. I thank you, and also this guy thanks you. If you'd like to be a Patreon, that would make my day. No doubt it would, but oh, I'm used to being on this side. Bam, bam, bam. It's all mirrored. But yeah, hey, if you want to become a patron, you get a newsletter every week, and you also will get Steam keys for future games and that kind of thing, and you get to see the inner workings of my mad brain. Okay, we're going to get straight into the Labyrinth section of the game. This is a debug build, of course, and still a work in progress. The Labyrinth is not quite finished yet. But here we are in a map, and you arrive, you got the stairs. We have our 3 heroes for this area. There's a key. You grab the key. You need that for doors, of course. Over there, you can see a healing fountain and some treasure chests. And the exit is right there, but we can't quite get there. There's a bunch of traps here. If you move over them, you will get hurt, but okay, there's 2 doors here. Take this one. Just move over monsters to hurt them. And of course, you can use your special powers like Berserk and so on. Healing. Or even lightning bolt. Healing fountain. And we've made our way to the exit. Yeah, that's labyrinths, and they're pretty simple, but they're quite fun, and you only have a limited time to do them. Each labyrinth map is, of course, different from the other ones, and there's going to be special quests like, find all the treasure chests, or, destroy X amount of monsters and so on, which will add extra incentive. You complete those chests, those quests, and you will get special loot for the game. Let's have a look at another labyrinth map, and I'm going to show you what happens if you stay too long on a level. All right, another handmade map by me and another labyrinth for our heroes to adventure through. This time we start in the top corner, and you may be familiar with this map because this might have been the one I've shown in the past, but some of those guys, some more. We've got the Knight, the Valkyrie, and the Rogue. There will be a way to destroy those monster generators too, and I am planning on bringing in ranged weapons as well. But let's knock these guys down. There's also a bunch of different trap types. Oh, whoa, whoa. Okay, oops. All right, we got wiped. Those traps really wiped us out there. There's a little bit of balancing needed for the labyrinth. Let's try another one. There's one more thing I just want to show you. And this is a very traditional labyrinth here with, of course, a spiral. We'll avoid those traps. What I want to do show you is, see how you got 92 seconds left. I want to show you what happens when it runs out of time. I've got a little cheat trigger to move the time down to 0, which, whoa, we just lost our rogue. Sad times. But say, for instance, you get down to 0. Watch this. The ferryman is coming for you. So he chases you around the map, and he can go through walls. You're faster than him, but you really got to hustle if you want to reach the edge of the map. Whoa! And if he catches you, it's all over. You can't fight him. Oh, there's a potion. It's a fire potion with a straight up dose. Yeah, so they got him. Got the Valkyrie. So there we have it, my friends. That is the labyrinth section of the game. Still a few things needed to polish and tweak, but that will be a good addition to the Gorgon Shield experience. And if you're enjoying what you're seeing, please leave the game a wish list. I would really appreciate it. Most of the stuff you see here isn't in the demo, but in the next sort of month or so, I'll update the demo with some of this stuff so you can get your hands on it and try it for yourself. I would really need as many wish lists as I can if I want this game to be a hit. We've got about 1,300 wish lists right now, but if we can get that to 7,000 in the next 6 months, boom, popular new upcoming, and then who knows, the sky's the limit. Thanks for being with me on this first video of the year. It does take a little sort of mental fortitude to get back into doing videos because, as I said in my last video, I'm finding them harder and harder to do, and it's something you got to sort of work on and practice like every other skill. But I got some really good comments and feedback from you guys in the last video. It really did encourage me to keep making the videos, not all the time, but as often as I can, just to keep connected with you guys. And I really genuinely enjoy talking to you and hearing your feedback. And like a lot of people said, it's sort of like spending time with your friends, whether it's playing games or just shooting the breeze or whatever it is. So I do thank you for that. Thanks for being with me all these years. All right, my friends, until next time, bye for now.